Hi there guys, it's Adam Martin here. And I just have one question. Where the fuck is Dangerous 25? Dangerous 25 is supposed to be coming out in 8 days, right? On the 26th of November, right? So this is basically just a rant about the prospect of Dangerous 25, and quick context for those who don't know. Dangerous was an album released by Michael Jackson in 1991. Various hit singles, 9 out of the 14 tracks became hit singles. The hit videos that went with them, the world tour that was really successful. Basically, it was one of the best-selling albums of all time. It sold more than Bad, actually. Not as much as Thriller, but just equal or more than Bad. A contender for my favourite MJ album of all time. What's been recently happening is, in 2007-8 we had Thriller 25, that was a good success. Then in 2012 we had Bad 25, which was a really big success amongst the fans because it released finally the London Wembley concerts, which had never been officially released before. They were just a fad time. Obviously not the best quality, but we got to see the full concert better than, 240p on YouTube. So, but the time is for Dangerous 25, where is it?
Sony, Michael Jackson estate. Anyone?
It just baffles me. I mean, do they just think we're not gonna buy it? I mean, I inherited my parents' version of Dangerous. I then bought my own CD version of Dangerous. I bought the vinyl. I bought the Bucharest live concert 3 separate times. I think I'm gonna buy Dangerous 25. So I started doing some digging around. I might have missed something. Something may have been announced or, and I've just missed it, simply. I was doing some digging, and honestly, guys, I couldn't find much. There was this website, MJ Vibe, that showed that the estate had released the Dangerous 25 logo, and as you can see, it looks quite nice. Nice potential cover for an album, maybe, very simplistic. But that's about it. The statement that goes on with the estate is Dangerous was a very successful album, blah blah blah, and it seems like they're going to release videos, fact videos about the album, just filler content basically to celebrate Dangerous 25, but it seems like it's going to be an online celebration.
But why though?
I'd rather have a physical copy. Actually, just so we get into it, here is my wish list for Dangerous 25. CD 1. The original album completely remastered. The 14 tracks, remastered with the latest technology, sounding magnificent as they always have. CD 2. Unreleased songs from the time. Some of them have leaked onto YouTube, but just new songs, but just stuff that hasn't been released. Demos I don't mind, but I prefer material I haven't heard. And modern remixes, no Pitbull. Please, no Pitbull. No more Pitbull. I mean, I like the Nero remix for Speed Demon on Bad 25, but no. Let's not do modern remixes, okay, guys? DVD. There's gotta be a concert on there. No, not Bucharest. We've had enough of Bucharest. It's a great concert, but we've had enough of it. My personal picks, I mean, there's a few. I mean, there's the Tokyo one from late 1992, or there's one that's been leaking recently from Oslo in Norway, that has him performing songs like Bad and The Way You Make Me Feel, which weren't done a lot or for long on the Dangerous World Tour. So seeing that might be good. And apparently the Norway one's during daylight. Again, very interesting concept. So I'd go for something like that, maybe. DVD 2, all of the music videos from the Dangerous album. Definitely. That has to be a must. I think they missed a trick there with Bad 25. But yeah, definitely for Dangerous 25, you've got to have the music videos on there. And then bonus CD, similar to Bad 25, I'd want a live CD soundtrack of that live concert. But don't edit the audio. The one thing about Bad 25 that got me was that it was great. Yes, a live CD of the concert. Amazing. But then they chop bits out. I can see why they did it, but for the fans, those who know every single morsel of those live tours, right? We know all the pauses, all the beats, we know all the little he does, we know all of that. And it's just weird they cut bits out. It's just not right. It's just not right. So yeah, a full unabridged, stretch it over 2 CDs if you have to, but a full unabridged audio recording of the concert. Thank you. And then maybe, I don't know, a bonus if it's in a box set, maybe some little trinkets, like a replica of a Dangerous World Tour pin badge, for example. Like the one I have on my jacket is from the time, but I mean, they're great just to have, and I think there should be more of them. So even if it's something like that, like a pin badge or a nice little booklet, or I don't know, just anything really, a nice small accessory or trinket I think could go really well with the Dangerous 25 package. But that's my wish list, but unfortunately it seems like it isn't going to happen. And here are some potential reasons as to why I think it's not happening. Number 1. Thriller 25 when it came out was a success. It sold well, it did well. Bad 25 when it came out, in terms of the charts, did not do so well. It vanished off most of the worldwide top area of the charts in about 3-4 weeks, I believe. I remember in the UK, it barely got in. I think it got into the top 20, but it certainly didn't stay there for long. I think Sony as a business, as a company, if they're putting all their marketing or whatever marketing there was, you know, it didn't work out for them. And as a business, if they lose a lot of money, if they get a request, you know, oh, we want to see a 25th anniversary of this next album, but if they're like,
Yeah, but that last one didn't go so good. We kind of don't want to do that again.
so that's what I think they're thinking from a business standpoint. But that's one potential reason. Number 2, different priorities. What I mean by that is, earlier this year we got a Spike Lee documentary about Michael's career from Motown up to Off the Wall, which was the first like landmark album he did as an adult in 1979. And then we had the reissue of the Off the Wall CD, just the 10 tracks, nothing else, and bundled with the DVD or the Blu-ray of the documentary. I think this was a mistake on Sony's part. Well, the documentary itself, I thought, especially in this country, in the UK, was not advertised whatsoever. I only heard about it because my parents, who watch a lot of TV, like, saw it, like, flicking through the TV guide and was like, oh, you could watch that. I didn't see anything about it until then. I didn't even know about the reissue CD until I was browsing HMV and just, like, saw it there. But it's the first, like, new release I haven't bought because it's off the wall with this documentary. And whilst the documentary was good, it's not one I'd watch again and again, not anytime soon. But I think Sony, for some reason, prioritized Off the Wall instead of Dangerous. Granted, this happened earlier in the year, but this was not the year for Off the Wall. It wasn't an anniversary. There wasn't anything landmark in 2016 for Off the Wall. This was Dangerous's 25th anniversary year. It may not have been the first groundbreaking album, but it continued his long reign into the 1990s. It was a very, very successful album. And I don't know why a lot of people and companies neglect that. But yeah, I think they prioritized Off the Wall, so they feel, oh, well, we've done our
Michael Jackson fill for this year.
That could be another reason. Reason 3. Reason 3 is a long shot because this is very hokey. If you remember back in 2010, Sony signed a deal with the Michael Jackson estate for $250 million to produce 10 albums of content across the next 7 years, taking them up to 2017. Now, not including, I haven't followed every single release, but not including like compilations, we have had Michael, the Immortal soundtrack, Bad 25, Escape, and the Off the Wall reissue. Now that's 5 albums, that's half of what was promised originally. But it's a long shot, I just thought the contract might have something to do with it. Overall, guys, it's just really annoying. Why should this album not get the same treatment that Thriller and Bad got? I just don't get it. It's one of the best albums of all time. You ask any MJ fan, Dangerous is usually highly regarded as one of his finest pieces of album work. And I think there's a lot of lost potential if they don't do this. So yeah, I mean, the online celebration...
Woo, great.
And some people saying, well, this isn't the end. I mean, it could release early 2017, but the anniversary is in 8 days, guys, as I'm recording this. It's on the 26th of November, and it's currently the 18th. If you're hoping for something in 2016, I think you're at a lost cause now. But even if it was going to come out in early 2017, you think we would have heard something. We might get something, we might not. We'll just have to wait and see.
Woo!
Thank you for listening to me rant. I'm sure it was very exhilarating and interesting. But yeah, guys, please like, comment, share, and subscribe as always. Thank you for watching. I've been Adam Martin, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye, my friends. Goodbye.